What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. If you are a new watcher, welcome. Stick around, stay here. Oh, don't click off. Like and subscribe if you like today's video. But let's talk about what we're getting in today. So today, what we're going to be doing is doing a couple of interior modifications on Carmen. Carmen, by the way, is this beautiful G35 behind me. I've been doing a whole bunch of cosmetic modifications in order to get Carmen to look exactly how I want her. So as most G35 enthusiasts know, when the Infiniti G35 came out, it came with a buttload of luxury features for 2005, but since then, it's become a little bit dated, most of which has been the interior. So the G35 launched with 10 headliners regardless of what color interior you had, and I don't necessarily think that flows too well. Along with that, the seats get torn and there's just silver trim everywhere, which multiplies to how dated the interior looks. So today I'll be showing you guys the plethora of modifications I've been doing to the interior of my car, and also you'll be following me as I vinyl wrap the silver pieces of my car to a matte satin to a satin black to match the interior. So stick around, let's get into the video. So a couple of hours have passed and the sun did go down, our camera did die, but we are ready to get started now. So the first thing you want to consider when you're vinyl wrapping anything is you want to make sure the surface of the material you're going to vinyl wrap is clean. Secondly, you want to consider whether you want to do the piece on the vehicle or if you want to remove the piece and then do it on the table or somewhere off of the vehicle, uninstalled. And then lastly, you want to make sure you have all the things you're going to need. So with this door, I am going to be doing this silver trim here. I will not be doing the door handle. I don't feel like it's going to get in the way or mess up the aesthetic at all. And it's also a little bit more of a complicated piece that I want to deal with. So right about now, I wish that I actually took it off and did it off the part, because what I'm dealing with now is I'm dealing with trying to tuck it in, and I have no experience doing any kind of vinyl wrapping at all. So it's proving to be more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. I just finished up the dash trim that goes on. I honestly think that this is going to be the hardest piece, but after doing this was pretty difficult just because of how thin it was, getting everything to adhere on the back. That one was a challenge. Now I think this one might be the easiest piece next to the door panel. The door panel is really simple, but I'm almost done. Got the other side door panel left. I'm gonna do the shifter assembly afterwards and then we'll get everything installed. For the shifter assembly, I found it easier to go ahead and remove the ashtray portion. To remove it, it's just a simple 4 screws on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, which will give you access to not only these edge corners here, but it'll give you access to the inside edge. So everything moves nice and clean when you have it assembled. So here it is, all the pieces are complete. The shifter assembly came out pretty nice. These edges here are a little bit difficult to push down and keep down. So if you're gonna try to do this, make sure you use a heat gun and try to press those in. The door panels, the door handles were pretty simple to do. Probably the easiest one of all of them. But this trim for the dashboard was probably the most challenging. As you guys can see, I made a little mistake here. I got a little too hot while heating it up to get it to form around, but ultimately everything came out nice and fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff installed right now, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in the end. Okay, so final impressions. Now that all the work is done, I'm really satisfied with the way that it turned out. Doing the doors was super easy. The center console and shifter was pretty simple, but a little bit more challenging. And then the dashboard trim panel was definitely the hardest piece out of all of the four pieces that I've done. The biggest thing that I learned from doing this is that having a heat gun is vital. And I would definitely recommend having extra vinyl wrap for anyone who wants to try to do this on their own. As you guys can see, I did not wrap the radio. That's because I have some stuff in the works. You guys will see that in the next upcoming weeks. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If I can add or change anything to what I've done tonight, I would say vinyl wrapping the speaker ring on the doors would probably go good. It would match as well. I didn't do it because it didn't seem like it would show up that much, as well as it being pretty difficult to get to them. From what I understand, you have to take the entire door panel off. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really satisfied with the way it looks. I can't wait for this car to be running again so I can go out and do photo shoots and interact with you guys on the streets. That's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys like today's video, make sure you like and subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.